What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today I have another very exciting model review for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NG models 1-400 scale American Airlines Boeing 787-8. I really hope you guys are excited for today's review, as this is a super nice model, and I am super excited to get into this, and I hope you guys are as well. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. We're really excited to take a look at this model today, as this will be our first time taking a look at an NG models Boeing 787-8, as this is still a very relatively new mold, and I think they did a really awesome job with it. But for the moment, let's take the aircraft out of the way and take a look at this box by NG models. Really excited, like I said, for this aircraft. This is a very nice one, and they did a really good job with it as a whole. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me see if I can get a little bit better of a view on the box. Here it is. I don't want to prop the phone any differently, so hopefully this looks pretty good. But here is the box. It is the Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner with the American Airlines titles. I like the blue to the red contrast. I think that's a really good variety right there. So very nice job here by NG. The registration on this aircraft is November 880 Bravo Juliet. This is one of American Airlines' newest 787-8, as they were finally able to finish deliveries of those several years late due to the pandemic. The box looks really nice. There's some really cool variety. I really like the differences right here as well. That's super nice. So I'll try to bring the pointer on the other side like this so that I don't get the shade in the way. And then the back of the box is very similar to the front. Made in China. Here's all their Boeing license and social medias and everything else you need to know. This aircraft also comes with a collector card. Alrighty, let me bring in this beautiful 787, and this is a super nice model for various reasons. So let's go ahead and dive into the details. Now, I've been wanting a newer 787-8 from Gemini Jets or NG models or somebody for quite some time, as the one that we got in 2015 from Gemini Jets and 2020 weren't bad, but of course, you know, there was some left to be desired attributes when it came to those aircraft. This is a very good model for various reasons, and we're going to be diving into that in just a moment, but I highly recommend it for any collection, as this is a beautiful American Airlines heavy aircraft. It has some really impressive detail on it, and for 1-400, I mean, of course it's the size of my hand, but for something so small, it is thoroughly impressive, and I'm very pleased with it. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into the details with the American Airlines Boeing 787-8. Okay, so let's get started. So here we go with the cockpit windows. Really nice with the outline around these. I think that is one of the best details on the aircraft, to be honest. You can see it from a glance, which is very cool. So good job there by NG models for representing that. And we also have a beautiful nose cone. It looks really good, and I think they did a really good job in the precision here. I think it looks very good in a well-rounded 787 nose. Here's the L1 door. It looks super nice, as you have some really good labeling right here when it comes to the handles and everything. And you also have a small One World logo, which is accurate for this aircraft, so well done. And we also have a nose landing gear right here too. And then you have the fleet code on there, which is, I can't see it from a glance, but nevertheless looks very good. Can't see on the camera either, I would say. We'll get to it when we get to the back. The nose landing gear tires are also super good, and the height's really good. Of course, this is very comparable to the 787-9 and 10s that we've reviewed in the past. Actually, I don't think I have an NG-10 somehow, but as you can tell, it looks very good and comparable to those. Here's the beautiful American Airlines Eagle that they have represented here. I think they did a really good job. It might be slightly oversaturated, but I think that it looks really good in this connotation. NG's known for going more rich on the colors than dull, and I think that this makes a bunch of sense considering that the model, I mean, it's very vibrant in real life, so I think they did a really good job representing that here. Here's the American Airlines billboard titles. They also look super good. You'll notice with the gray that there may be a little bit of a sparkle to it, and I'll see if I can kind of tilt it so you can see a little bit better of what I'm talking about here. I personally don't think that's that big of a deal, especially when you glance at it. I mean, you see a couple of them, especially wherever your lighting is reflecting to, and I'll even shade it off so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see a couple of them still no matter what, but nevertheless, it still looks really nice. So I think they did a really good job here. The Wi-Fi box, I don't know on this aircraft if it's brown or white like this. I think it's probably white, as NG was able to re-add this, as the original aircraft that they were going to release did not have a Wi-Fi box, and many people were very upset about that. And I honestly can't complain about people complaining about it, because that's a huge characteristic of the aircraft and really could make or break a model, as I was talking about in the 737 review from last week. But nevertheless, all the applicable details here, and it's looking very nice. Okay, back into this aircraft though. Here's the L2 door with the One World logo that also looks super nice. And then you have this antenna, the Wi-Fi box, like I said. And then you have all these various details down here for panels and everything. So that looks super nice. And then here are your absolutely beautiful engines. They look super nice in this aircraft from the cowling right here. Then you have, of course, the exhaust area. It looks super nice, and they did a very, very good job with that. Very nice. Also, definitely note the air inlet right here and also the wing root. This is a beautiful example of how a two-piece mold is supposed to be done. Absolutely no gap right there, and it looks like it's honestly just one whole big piece, which is what it's supposed to be. I also thought it was definitely worth noting the fan blades look super nice on this aircraft. They did a very good job of constructing those. Of course, they don't spin. There are only a couple of aircraft in foreign scale that do that, but I still think it looks really good. Also, pay attention to the light right here. That is a very good detail. It's really impressive. Here is the wing of the aircraft. It looks super nice and very comparable to Dash 9, Dash 10 aircraft that we've had in the past here from NG models. I think they did a very good job with constructing the flaps, slats, and speed brakes. Really nice detail, and they did a very good job of representing that. And you also have the main landing gear down there too, which are very nice and accurate too. Very good. Here's the main section of the aircraft. When it comes to the middle right here, it looks very good. Of course, you're going to have your first class up there, some business, and then some main cabin or premium economy, main cabin extra, and then that will resolve to the main cabin. Here's the L3 door, which also looks super good. And then you have a nice little panel of sorts up there, or that might be representing a smaller Wi-Fi box. I'm not completely sure. Here's the back main cabin section as I was referencing. Then we have the beautiful registration November 880 Bravo Juliet. And I think the fleet code, I can't see it from back on the camera. It's 8 Bravo Juliet. That's what I was thinking to start, but I couldn't tell if it was 8 or Bravo. Nevertheless, it looks very good, and they did a really good job of constructing that. You have two top antennas right there in the beautiful American Airlines flag. It looks really nice. They did a very good job with the color. You could also say here maybe slightly oversaturated, but honestly, I'd much prefer that to some of the duller aircraft that we've seen for some of the companies. So very good job right there. The horizontal stabilizers also look super nice, along with the Apu Detail Top Notch. They did a very good job with the framing of that on this mold and the curvature. Of course, it's predominantly just the 787-9 with a shorter front, but still, to get any mold right is fantastic nowadays. So a really good job in general. The right side of the aircraft is very similar. The only main differences is your cargo bin doors. You're gonna have one right here, and also the luggage door right there. And landing gear do roll nice and fluidly. Alrighty, everybody, so here we go with the spin around to take a look at the sides and everything. Sorry that's not perfect. This phone's gonna fall backwards if I try to adjust it anymore. So here we go. Here is the front of the the right side. Here is the front right. Here is a nose on. Again, it's a really pretty plane. I mean, just take a look at that. You can't really do any better than that. So really good. Sorry, it was a little off. There we go. Really nice aircraft. Here's the front left, looking really good. And then here is the left. Really, really good looking plane. It looks so nice. Here is the back left. And lastly, here is the back. And I guess second to lastly, here is the back right. And as we started with the right. Overall, this is a super, super nice aircraft. NG Models did a spectacular job casting not only the mold, but this particular livery. I think that this is one of the best aircraft that NG Models currently has. The Dash 8 is a beautiful looking plane. I think they did a very good job constructing it. I give it a really solid, I would give it like, I mean, I really don't have any major complaints, although I'm sure that there's some small details that could be wrong. So all up for the debate, of course, but I think this is a very good looking aircraft and definitely the best Dash 8 in my collection by the eyeball at least. It looks super nice. So tell me what you think about this mold in the comment section. I would love to discuss this, and I think that, like I said, they did a very good job. And I'm super glad to have this aircraft in my fleet. I think it is a really, really nice addition, and it'll be very nice to have some variety there. So really pleased with that, and I hope you guys are excited with it as well. So really great model. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.